I'm just painting a bit with gouache and watercolors. I feel like I've kind of been interested in like gouaches and watercolors for a really long time, but I just finally kind of feel like I just cracked the code. Like I used to paint with my dad's old watercolors when I was like younger, and then the last few years I've started to kind of play with it again and really be interested again, and I just felt like it's very hard to control, and that's kind of some of the part why I like it so much. It just can give really great spontaneous like kind of look, and some, I don't know how to explain it, but I just really love how it kind of has a mind on its own. A lot of times some really great stuff comes from those parts that you can't control, so I just really love it. But for some reason I haven't really felt like I could really paint like very well with them, or in some way just, especially like gouache. Gouaches, I was like, I kind of want to paint with them, but I couldn't figure out how. It would always just come out muddy, or like my shadows would be really like weird and just flat in a way. But now I kind of finally just think I cracked it, like with these, and really having a lot of fun with it. And now I'm just kind of playing with these watercolors and trying to play kind of a background for like a painting. Experiment with what colors to give off which kind of vibes, and how to make kind of use that to make my paintings more alive. And I don't know, I'm just watching YouTube while and looking at Pinterest pictures. And it's getting dark outside, and it's really just so cozy. I would actually also really like to try and mix watercolor, like make this kind of watercolor background first, and then try and do oil paints on top. But my oil paints are at the school. Just an idea I'm saving for later. It is Monday, and I have to clean my entire room because people will come and look at the apartment the next few days. What? I'm actually moving like in a month. It feels kind of crazy. And eating whipped cream as a snack to motivate myself. Don't look at it. I really don't want to. I just want to paint right now. Do you guys want to see my room now that it's not a mess for once? Now that it's gonna be gone soon. Forever. I'd like to have something to look back on, you know. You come into the room and there's the clothing rack and there is a closet. And then we have my bookshelf and a lot of stuff, other stuff on my bookshelf as well. My chair. These angels I got from my grandmother. I'm not actually religious or anything, but I still kind of feel like she's looking over me when I have these hanging. I think they're really just originally Christmas ornaments, but I just have them hanging all year round. So, and all of my books and manga and yeah, stuff. Documenting the entirety of my room. It's not really that big, you know. It's actually quite small, I think, but it's bigger than what I had in Viborg, where I lived before, which was, yeah, smaller. And my walls of pictures of the people I love and care very much for. This is also like my luggage, my grandfather's luggage. What is it called? Kuffert? He's dead. I never knew him, but I think it's very fun. It's like almost 100 years old, this thing. I don't know how interesting this is exactly, but I think it's interesting to look back on and document for my own sake. Like, I do actually watch my videos again sometimes and just reminisce. This is so weird, like on the display it's mirrored, so it confuses my brain. Like on my camera it's not mirrored like this. This week we've been having a guest teacher, which she works a lot with like performance art and graphic stuff. Also, yeah, I enjoyed having her. We talked a bit about her practices, and we could ask her some questions and how she makes art. And also we talked a bit about our own personal projects, which I showed her some text that I haven't showed anyone before, and she really liked it. So, and she even like came the day after, and she said she had been thinking about my little universe in my film and the text. So I'm really happy that she liked it. She's not really a text artist, so I'm still kind of thinking maybe I should have someone else look it over as well. Maybe some of my friends who I went to Tistrup with, Tistrup Folk High School, which they had the writing course. I had the art course, of course. Maybe they'll be able to help a little bit more. But it's still kind of that I have to show people it. I don't know. I really shouldn't be so stuck up about it, I think, because with my art, I don't really have any kind of problem showing it to other people, like with my paintings and visual stuff. But then when I have to show people text, I really can't. I don't know why. Today we also did some an art exercise with her. It was a really quick exercise, like kind of just like creating mindlessly, the kind of exercise that we have had to go out into the streets of like Copenhagen. You know, the school is in the middle of Copenhagen, and we just had to walk around and look at things and get inspired by like everyday life, and it could really be anything. And we also couldn't think about the exercise as something that had to be like genius. The point wasn't to make something like very genius artwork, which you often can get caught in that like mindset of having to creating something genius. So I really like those kinds of exercises where it's very kind of low key and just to create something and get the process of discovering things starting, and maybe you discover something you can use in your practices. And of course I made something video related. I made this tiny little video that I can put in the video for you guys to see. I really like it. It is very low effort, but that was kind of the point of the exercise. But I find those kinds of exercises very fun. The second day of people coming to see the apartment has gone, and it's interesting to see the people who are going to live there after me, because obviously me and Siri, we knew each other, and that's why I moved in. But these people, none of us know, so it's kind of more like, a little bit exciting, but also I can imagine for Siri, she really wants to find someone she clicks with, obviously, and that's kind of hard to really figure out just by meeting them quickly. But so far, there has been some really sweet people here. I think I haven't really talked that much with them, but I hope she's gonna find someone nice. Everything is going by so quickly all of a sudden. I already knew that now I've decided to start on the next school in November. I knew I already had a lot less time in Copenhagen than I had initially planned. There's still things I want to do here in Copenhagen, like paintings I have to paint before. So I just really have to make myself more focused, be focused. Ideally, I want to finish the film. I want to paint the painting I've been painting on since last year, and then 2 more paintings. And I don't know if that's ambitious for me. And also I want to do watercolors and gouache is at the same time. But we'll see how much I get done. And yeah, it feels really good to be creative all of the time and not have to think about life. Like, I can concentrate on the things that make me happy. I also have a little bit of a list of things that I want to do before I move, which is mostly just consists of restaurants and cafes that I have to visit once more before I go. But yeah, really just mostly eating food. So my mom is coming next weekend. Last time I'll have her visit. Sketching a little bit. I watched The Labyrinth the other day. Can see that